Okay, there we are. Hi, how are you? Tyra here with TN Grow Wealth Together. Thanks for joining me this morning. I'm on Vancouver Island, so I'm on PST time. So thanks again for joining me. I have a special guest today that I'm excited to talk to. She's waiting for us in the wings. But before we get going, I want to just go over a few things. So you're more than welcome to invite your friends to my business page. You're welcome to share this video if you think there's someone that's going to benefit from it. And of course, I absolutely love comments. So go ahead and comment. If you can see, where is it? Here it is. The logo on the top. If you've never been with StreamYard, you have to give them permission to comment. And then you can comment away. I probably won't be answering you while I'm doing the interview, but please do comment because I will get back to you as soon as we're done. Okay, so a couple things here. Oh, and also, if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, please feel free to subscribe. That would be wonderful. Now, if you've been following me at all, I have been doing interviews usually once a week. And I want to just give you a heads up. December 9th at 5 p.m. PST, I have a husband and wife combo, Velmos and Maria Kumas. So I'm really excited to talk to them because they are all about charity organizations helping other people. So that's going to be an interesting one. Mark your calendar there. And then on December 16th, I have David Bacau, I hope I'm saying his name right. He is all the way from Papua New Guinea. So we had fun organizing our time on that one. But he is 100% in OnPassive. He is a motivator and a team builder. So that's another one you probably don't want to miss. Okay, so I've got a few notes here. Bear with me. So I was reading Susie's career experience and wow, this is exciting. She was 25 years in food marketing economics. She was training managers so they could understand technology and computers. Then she was 10 years in the healthcare profession. In there, she was also training in HR. She has a good grasp on the importance of technology in this digital age. So, without further ado, let's get Susie in here. Hi, Susie. Welcome.
Hi, Tyra. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, it's nice to finally connect. I'm glad you had the time. I know you're a busy gal.
Yep. But I was really looking forward to this.
Oh, good.
Because you may, I didn't tell you this in my history, but when I was a little girl, I wanted to be an anchor woman and an interviewer. And I have done interviews before online, and I enjoy it just as much as I can tell you. So I think we're cut from the same cloth. We like to ask questions.
Isn't it fun? Yeah, I'm a real inquiring mind wants to know kind of person.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm going to jump right in here. And I kind of read a bit of your resume to our listeners and like, wow, that is a great resume. So how did you end up becoming a founder and on the leadership council of OnPassive?
Wow. Well, let's go back. I'll make this brief but succinct. Back in the early 90s, I caught a glimpse of network marketing. I saw the value in it, in leverage, in residual income. I caught the bug a little bit on it, but I ventured into it and wasn't successful. So I continued on with my career. And then about 5 years ago, I started some products to feel better, to get healthier. Mm-hmm. And that was a MLM, which is multi-level marketing, network marketing. I joined the company for the products because I love them and I still take them and I love them to death. But then I caught the vision of that company to say, hey, here brings me full circle to back in the early 90s that this is residual income. I saw success there. The products were things people needed. I have complete faith and trust in the company, and I dove right in and started building a team. Wow. And I was enjoying it. But I always kept thinking there's got to be a better way to do this. And I think there's probably a lot of people out there that have maybe delved into network marketing or MLMs, and they thought there's got to be a better way to do this.
Right.
So I looked into that, and I'll go into that later, the kind of things I did. But I did join some Facebook groups, and one of them was a women's entrepreneur Facebook group. Okay. Because the reason I had joined that was, what are other people doing? Trying to learn. Is there a better way than just constantly trying to add to my Facebook group, add to my network, talk to as many people as I can? And I saw an interesting post about a fully automated system to become a founder, and artificial intelligence, drive traffic, force you to be successful. I said, what the heck is this? So I clicked on it and I reached out to the person who I did not know. She immediately got back to me. Didn't pressure me at all, gave me information. I started looking and I jumped right on board. I became a founder. I paid the $97. Then I got a pit in my stomach thinking, what did I just do? Because I really knew nothing about it. But something inside me said, this is different. It really, really piqued my interest. So I started doing my homework, and every day since then in January, I have learned more and more and have built such a level of belief and trust about the CEO, Ash Mufareh, the products, the company, the people globally, that I'm just unstoppable with it now. So that's how I became a founder originally, because of the marketing platform that was being proposed. And as you know, that's now morphed into a complete online business solution. Mm-hmm. So for those of you who may not understand, what I'm saying, that's okay. But what I was looking at is, how could this marketing platform OnPassive help me with my website,
right,
my email marketing, with targeting traffic to people I know would benefit from the health products that I'm in love with. Right. So that's how I started out, like, oh my goodness, this would be wonderful. The price point, the products, all under one umbrella. I'm like, this is great. So throughout my journey, I started saying, hey, this could be my business.
Realizing it was more than just what you thought initially.
Exactly. I was like, okay, now it's the brain is going that, okay, in addition to promoting my MLM with all of these tools, which everybody wants and uses, but they're all scattered and it costs a lot of money every month. Here's a man, Ash Mufareh, who understands this and has figured it out. But then I'm like, okay, as more and more products that they were developing came on board, I'm like, geez, this could be my business. And how great would that be? So I started sticking my nose in. I'm the type that I loved. I learn. I'm a happy learner.
Yeah.
I reached out to Marty, Mike, and Dan, who I have become friends with. I started asking questions. And like you, Tyra, I started helping people, answering questions as I learned. I started bringing in all of my family and friends and people I know, because they know, love, and trust me. And whether they know about online marketing, MLM, network marketing, what the struggles are people go through, it didn't matter. They caught the vision from my enthusiasm. I said, this is something that we will never see in our lifetime, just jump on board with me and I'll help you. So I guess that kind of like boldness caught the eye of Marty, Mike, and Dan, and then our CEO, Ash Mufara.
Mm-hmm.
And based on my background, understanding especially one of the products he's developed, because I was in HR,
right,
role, time and attendance, productivity, budgeting, scheduling, keeping data on all your employees in one place. I was like, wow. And Ash knew that I understood what he was developing. So I got invited to be on the leadership council. And of course, we don't get paid for that, which is meant nothing to me anyway. I didn't want any money. I was like, what a privilege to serve with other people around the globe, to try to give some value back to the founders, to the company on my past history. And, I like to be able to explain things simply to people. So I said, sure, I'm available. I'll do whatever you need me to do. I'll help out, whatever. And I'm just loving this business, this company, and just the hope I see in the future.
Right. Oh, that's just marvelous, and you're just confirming more and more what I've been learning each time I interview somebody on the Leadership Council. You've got that same heart that Ash is bringing forward of being able to help people.
Right.
I love that.
Yeah.
So often you see in big companies, the higher up people get, the less accessible they are.
Right.
And that doesn't seem to be the case whatsoever.
Are you kidding? I mean, we have our private webinars and he's on for 4 hours with us.
Yeah.
What CEO does that?
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
He's special. He's special.
Yes. Yes. So, okay, with that, what do you feel is the main reason OnPassive was created? Like you alluded to a few things that would help you along. So why do you feel that OnPassive was created?
Well, at first when I joined, I wasn't quite sure. I was learning, and I felt that Ash was a CEO who had a vision for the future and was very forward looking and had great anticipatory skills for the future and for what people needed, and that he was creating something to simplify marketing all in one, under one umbrella, that any business, brick or mortar, online, could use, to use the tools. And at first, that's what I felt was the purpose. As I've been involved in almost a year now, I see that, yes, that's a purpose. To me, it's the perfect business. He has a video out about all of the different check marks you can put next to make this a perfect business. But what I believe now OnPassive is a way forward to, and I know it sounds trite, but it's so true, a way to help humanity and to give back. So I see the blessings of a CEO who will be very successful financially, but wanting to share that with everybody, not just the top few percent that, maybe have the skills. He wants to share that globally so that I can fill my tank. I can help my family and friends. They fill their tank. We take care of our bottom line. The wealth will come in. And then start going back and looking at how can we give back to either the community or something we're passionate about. But the biggest thing, Tyra, that really hit me is he said once early on when I joined, he said, when people are out there struggling, trying to make ends meet, working at a job that is stressing them out, that they really don't enjoy, our creativity and some of the things we were meant to do in life take a back seat.
Yes.
And I think that rings true for a lot of people. Not everybody. I mean, I used to always be very jealous of people who loved what they were doing every single day. I'm like, where is that? How do you find that? And I think a small percentage of people do that, artists, musicians, writers, people who have a business that they're passionate about. And I've always searched for that. So when Ash said, go back to your creativity, and one of them is, I love interviewing people.
Yeah.
So I've created a plan of what I know I'm going to do once OnPassive launches and we really get rolling with it. I mean, I've got all this creativity juices flowing. So I think, number one, he wanted to develop a marketing platform that was simple and easy for people to be successful with. Plus, it could be a business for them. Mm-hmm. Now it's turned into a complete business solution, more products than just marketing.
Right.
His vision is for us as founders to go out there and change the world. And I just love that.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
That's exactly what stopped me in my tracks. The first time when someone offered me this opportunity, I barely knew a thing. I signed up because I heard Ash talking, and I've always helped, my husband and I worked with street kids. We did different things like that. And when I heard him talking about, what is the sense of having wealth if there's children without shoes on their feet? I say this, and every time I could feel myself tear up, children that are drinking dirty water. Mm-hmm. And to have a CEO speak about, take your bottom line, care for yours and your family, but how much do you really need? Now let's get it out there. Well, I'm in, sign me up. Like, I don't know nothing about the business.
Yeah, you cracked me up because I remember Ash saying in one of our webinars, like, oh yeah, the Rolex, go to Las Vegas, get a yacht. He goes, come on. He goes, then what do you do?
Yeah.
And it's so true. And I think that having wealth is going to be great. And I don't poo-poo that at all. Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But you have to have a purpose as well, because I'm a helper. I like to solve problems. So I see this as a win-win, that I'm helping people now, and as the wealth comes in, that feeling of giving back and not having to worry about giving back, that's just going to be so rewarding for all of us.
Yes, I agree. Good one. Okay, so I have one more question for you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the OnPassive products? Because if someone hasn't seen us before, we have at this point 50 products, and everyone's saying, what is it? Mm-hmm. We're not an MLM. We're not a network marketing, even though that's kind of all rolled up in together where we can help. Mm-hmm. But it's the products that are going to revolutionize the internet. Can you kind of touch on those things?
Sure. And I know we have to be cautious about what we say, because as founders, we've signed the non-disclosure agreement. If you become a founder, you sign one, and then you have access to know more about the products that are going to be out there. So I just want to be mindful that I don't say too much, but I do know some of the products that are out there. So I'll give you an example of just a few, and then one that I really fell in love with too. When I was trying to find different ways to promote my business, I watched, as Marty calls them, some gurus, do this, do that. You need a website, you need an email list, you need a chat bot, you need all of that. Yeah. So I said, you know what? I can do this. This is going to help me help other people, drive them to my website, So I created a website.
Right. So
that was a product where, if you're watching this and you have no idea about getting a website, I have www.susiemccrea.com. That's great. But then who's hosting it? Yeah. So I have one company that I bought the URL from. Then you have to pay money to have it hosted. And then oh boy, am I doing everything the right way? How do I get an email to people? How do I keep track of my contact list? How does that all work? So all of a sudden, I've got all these different accounts. I have a calendar account. I have hosting my site. I have another thing that's doing email. Oh, and Susie, you better get chat bots because that's the new thing. So
Yes.
now I'm paying every month for all of this and spending hours upon hours struggling,
Exactly.
trying to YouTube things. How do I put all the pieces together? I actually had a virtual assistant who was helping me,
Mm-hmm.
and we got it together. And then, okay, this is great. Now, how do I get people to visit my website to hear what I have to say and how I can help them? And that's called paid traffic.
Yes.
So you either do it organically by being on YouTube, Facebook groups. I had a Facebook business page. So anyway, back to the products. Some of the products are everything I just talked about under one umbrella, plug and play. And as Ash says, you can't break it. They're going to support you and set it all up based on your business. And part of being in OnPassive is part of your being a customer is you get targeted traffic. So say you had a dog grooming business locally, that traffic can be geared towards people who live there, who maybe, belong to different dog places or have gone to different doggy daycare. The artificial intelligence in the traffic is all of a sudden going to drive people part of your package there. So that's part of it, the traffic. And just to have it, like I said, not having to go into different apps and different software, it's all under one umbrella. So you can click here, click there, and OnPassive is going to take care of it for you. Now, there's other things he has done, which is going to be something that I struggled with in my career as a manager. When you have staff and you've got everything under, you've got all different systems. You've got a payroll system. You've got a time clock. You've got a financial piece. You have personnel files. And I don't know how many times and how many hours I would be, okay, I got to go there. Okay, now there's a problem with that punch on an employee. Now I got to send them an email. Now they have to get back to me and they have to scan in a document to show this. And then I can do this. Now we've got to cut a check for. It was like I would be pulling my hair out.
Oh boy.
So what Ash and his technicians, and I don't want to say too much, once again, this is proprietary, built from scratch. They get it. And they've created something under one umbrella that is going to save businesses so much time, but more even money, and it's going to increase their productivity, and it's going to save retention because their managers aren't going to be like pulling their hair out.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
For bigger companies, that's a big bottom line with saving money, because monthly, the things you were talking about, just your own little MLM business. Can you imagine corporations and the thousands they must spend monthly?
Exactly. And then talking about that one product that I won't talk too much about, I know I was involved in some decision making where 2,000 employees, the price was over 100,000 for a system that didn't include everything that would include, and it had limits. So as you wanted to add more employees, cha-ching, 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 and if you wanted an upgrade, cha-ching, cha-ching. And some of those products are fine and they're great and they fill a need. But Ash and his tech team have put it together in such a simple way. And I mean, my jaw was dropping when he was showing in our private webinar how it would work. And he knows I get fired up about that, and I'm excited. So yeah, that's just a little bit. I know there's a lot of other products out there, but those of you watching this, whether you're online doing a business or not, it doesn't matter. There goes my dog, Charlie. It doesn't matter if you like, well, these aren't products I'm going to use. That's okay. You don't have to, but I know you're going to find that some of the products you are going to use because you're using products like that every day now, whether you're using email, you're communicating, digitally or a video with someone, you will find value in these products. And if you are a business person, brick and mortar, online, MLM, network marketing, you're going to pass out when you see what the dish that's going to get delivered to you, and value and the price point, it's going to blow you away. So as you can see, Tyra, I can talk all day about this. I'm excited. We're going to be launching very soon. And I'm just thrilled. And the last thing I want to end with, because I want to be mindful of our time, is I've been with other companies and I've enjoyed, I wasn't someone who hopped around. I stayed with 2 companies. I've done other things in my career. I feel like I'm home.
Wow.
I loved my other businesses. I still am friends with a lot of people. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the work, even though it would drive me crazy sometimes. But I finally feel like I'm home. And what I love about it is Ash, our CEO, loves the fact that we're all different and he lets us be ourselves. And he is just welcomes all of us with open arms. There's none of that hierarchy.
Right.
I'm helping people who aren't on my team.
Right.
And I don't care.
Right.
There's no competition. It's like, I will help anyone because we are all in this together and we're in it to win it.
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing is you were saying all of these things and as I said, interviewing other people, they're all in that same place where they're very excited about the future and what's coming. And the thing that blows me away is we can get involved for that 97 US. And as if that's not enough, to be a founder in something like this, it's refundable lifetime. It's like,
I know the price point is unbelievable. And I agree with you because it was funny. I was talking to someone within my MLM and they said, oh, so you pay $97 a month? I go, are you kidding me? No. I said, I paid $97 in January and I'm having the time of my life. And then I'm a founder for life. Yeah. And then when we launch and I become a customer of OnPassive, all of us founders will, and we'll become resellers because that will be our business as well.
Right.
I'm going to pay once out of pocket to be a customer, and that's it. There's no monthly subscription that I got to pay every month. It comes out of my commissions. This is like, it sounds too good to be true. And I always say it is good and it is true. So just believe us. I've never seen anything, and you can see my excitement. So when I've talked to friends and family, I'm like, you got to just trust me on this. And you know what? You become a founder and you don't want to be a founder, don't get the refund. I'll buy your position.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll buy your position. That's how much I know this is going to be the most life-changing thing in a lot of our lives. And I'm telling you, we have a McCrea Family Legacy Foundation. I'm trying to put the pieces together.
Right.
Because I grew up, we didn't have a lot of money. None of us are wealthy. 7 kids. My parents are both still alive, 93. My mom's going to be 90 this week. And I never really knew we were poor because there was so much love, and my mom was a good cook. We were always taken care of. But to see some of my siblings now who I know are going to retire a lot sooner than they plan because they're founders, and that the money coming in, that what we're going to be able to do as a family and create a legacy for all of the grandchildren and all of that. It's like, I am just thrilled that I saw that post in a women's Facebook group and that I knew enough to reach out.
Yes.
I can't say enough. Anyone watching this, reach out to whoever shared this with you or to Tyra. You just jump on board.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. It's a no-brainer.
Oh, that's so wonderful, Susie. Thank you so much. It was such a joy to talk with you. And you've covered a lot, and you've really, I think, helped a lot of people. There's a lot of people that are founders and non-founders listening to this, and it's going to really open eyes and help people see. So thank you very much for joining me today.
Oh, you're very kind. Thank you. I really enjoyed myself. And everybody, happy Thanksgiving. We got that.
Yes, for the USA, right?
Yes.
Enjoy your...
That's right. This is global. Yes, tomorrow's Thanksgiving in the US. So
yes. Well, have a great time, and thank you once again for joining me.
Okay, you're welcome, and thank you for having me. It was a privilege.
We'll talk again.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Wow, there you have it. Isn't that amazing? That's why I've been tooting. Just sign up, become a founder, because you have nothing to lose, absolutely nothing, and everything to gain, because your 97 USA is refundable for life. If you get 2 months, 3 months, 1 year down the road and you say, no, it's not for me, we will refund your money. Like, that is utterly amazing. And the way the company has been set up is so win-win. You'll hear founders say that time and time again. We're in it to win it, for that very reason, because our CEO has set this company up so that people can get in for a reasonable price, and that even going in, they pay once out of pocket, and then it just keeps funding. It keeps funding. So if you're looking for something more in having a business, maybe you have a business already, and this could be something that's going to just take you into the next 2021, go ahead, reach out to me. I would love to chat to you about it. And like Susie said, she's helping people that are on or off her team. It's irrelevant. And that's exactly how I feel, because it's something that's going to help people overall. So thank you again for joining me. I sure appreciate it. I hope you have a super Wednesday. And again, December 9th is my next interview at 5 p.m. PST. Hope you can join me. Bye for now.